Hey everyone, so today's lesson is going to be all about painting our fingernails. So I'm going to be painting the camera down so you can actually look at my hands and watch me paint my nails. And if you have any questions, as usual, just comment below. So let's get started.
So we're going to start off with the Revlon Color Stay Gel in the color Roulette Rush. I also have the Diamond Top Coat that goes with this, but you can use whatever nail polish that you like. I have a cuticle pusher, a nail file. I have these little sticks. They're great for getting any nail polish mistakes that you make. And then I have an alcohol prep wipe. So we're going to start off by just shaping our nails to our desired shape. I'm just using a plain nail file. You can use a glass nail file. I hear that those are better. I've tried them before. I just don't care for, it has something to do with the texture up against my nails. So if you like those, I hear that they're actually better for your nails. I'm just using your standard good old-fashioned nail file. So I'm going straight across the top to make my nails very flat across the top. And so as we are watching me continue finishing shaping my nails, I wanted to talk to you real quick about your invisible cuticle. So what that is that's going to be close to the base of your nail. And I have super manly hands, so you'll be able to see mine like really well here. But so that's going to be what you want to get rid of to have your nail polish better adhere and last longer. Besides making sure that your tips are sealed well whenever you're doing your polish, your cuticle is going to be the main reason why your nail polish might chip or not last as long. So I'll show you here that momentarily. We're just going to continue on with shaping, and I'm just sharpening the corner edges, making sure nothing feels pointy. So you can kind of see here. Usually your invisible cuticle you can't see really well, but I let mine get really bad. So you see that little white line across the base there? That's your invisible cuticle. So that's what you want to push back. I also have hangnails, so I can see that I have a couple hangnails here. I'm going to push them back, and I'm going to use these clippers. You can find these at like Walgreens, but they're great for doing your hangnails. You can use regular fingernail clippers, but I like these. These are by, I think it's Japanese clippers, but you can find them in the nail section at Walmart or, at your grocery store, drugstore, whatever you want. But they're really good for getting deep down into those hangnail areas. They're also good for helping you clip off excess skin or excess cuticles. But like I said, I get hangnails really bad. It's because I'm consistently washing dishes at work. So I am going to use this to get all my hangnails out. So that's also really going to help clean up those edges. So as I am cleaning up my hangnails, I just wanted to talk to you. You have 3 different options for getting rid of your cuticles. One is a cuticle cream. Sally Hansen makes a really good one where you just put it on your nails, you wait 10 minutes, and it will push back those cuticles. You can see me here pushing my cuticles back. So that's what you were trying to get rid of. That's where you want your nail polish to stick. Now I am just going to use this medical cuticle pusher, and I'm just going to push that back and then clip them off. But for my younger kids, like if you're 14 and under, you really don't want to damage your nails. So I highly recommend using a cuticle cream, because you don't want to do anything that harsh on your nails when you're that young. Your nail bed's going to be a little bit thinner at that age, so I would recommend a cuticle cream. But I am using this metal cuticle pusher, and then clipping off the excess. So just use caution if you're going to go this route. Just be careful. So that's all that excess skin. So you don't want to, cut yourself while you're doing this. And then I'm going to show you another way that I do it now. I have really manly hands, thick cuticles. I do a lot of manual labor at work, so my hands are not the most feminine looking hands. So I actually use one of the drill bits that you see that they use at the nail salon. It's just a faster way for me to get rid of my cuticles. So that is what I'm going to use here. I do not recommend using this if you have never professionally had your nails done. The reason why is you can really damage your nail bed if you don't know what you're doing. So I highly recommend just going and having your nails done professionally one time at least. And that way you can see how the professionals do it. But basically, you are very lightly gliding this across your nail to get rid of your cuticle. You're kind of scuffing up your nail bed just to give the polish a little bit something better to adhere to, but you don't want to like grind into your nail because you can really cause some damage. So you can see I am like just very, very lightly going across this cuticle and trying to get those cuticles off because I have man hands, so I do a lot of manual labor, so I have thick cuticles, and yeah, it takes a lot of work to smooth them out and make them look pretty. So you can see here, I'm pretty much almost done getting this nail done. For some reason, I always get thick cuticles on both of my middle fingers, so I spend a little bit extra time on those fingers because for some reason my cuticle on that is super thick. But yeah, I'm going to continue on and go and do the rest of my nails. Again, don't do this if you're younger because you can really easily damage your nails, and I don't want you doing that. But I did want to show you different options of how to prep your nail and how to get rid of that invisible cuticle. So once I get that invisible cuticle removed on all 10 of my nails, then my nails will be ready to go. I will then also use an alcohol wipe to wipe off all the excess cuticle particles, and then my nails will be prepped. So these you can find at Walmart, any of your drugstores, and they're just little alcohol wipes. It's kind of drying off all those oils on your nail bed. You don't want to have oils on your nail bed because again, it's going to keep your nail polish from sticking. Okay, so we're a little blurry on this camera angle, but I wanted you to see how I am painting this red on my nails. Whenever I'm painting my nails, I always shoot to go 1/4 of an inch from the edge, because if you shoot to go for that, then you kind of seem to land just right. But we do one coat, very kind of like medium light, nothing too heavy. The first go around, because that's your first coat's the one that you want to get real close to the edge and kind of have that nice clean edge. And then when you go for your second coat, you'll see that one you're not having to be so cautious as with the first one, but your first one you want to be very cautious with. If you mess up, don't worry about it. That's what we have our little wooden cuticle sticks for, and you can just kind of wipe around the edges of that. So I'm just going to continue on. Whenever I pull my brush out of the bottle, I do always wipe some of that paint off because you don't want it too heavy. Usually I will just keep the paint all on one side of the brush and completely wipe it against the edge of the bottle when I'm taking that out, because you don't want a ton of paint. You do want just like a thin layer of paint for your first coat. Your second coat, you can go a little bit heavier. So as you can see again, if you mess up around the edges, not a big deal. You can just wipe it off and then just keep going. I always start with a middle stroke and then work to the outside is usually what I do. But you can do whatever you're comfortable with. So we are going to go ahead and start now with our second coat. Now with the second coat, I do make the coat just a little bit thicker. I'm going to let the first coat dry for like 5 minutes and then add the second coat. And with the second coat, you don't have to worry about getting as close to the edge as you do the first time. Again, I kind of shoot for that 1/4 of an inch around the edges, and then if you shoot for that, usually the rest of the polish will kind of flow to that area and it'll still look clean and pretty. So I'm going to speed this up and continue on with the second coat. So now we're going to be working on our non-dominant hand, and that takes practice, but don't give up on it. With this, I go a little bit slower. Again, same concept, start in the middle, kind of work your way towards the outer edges. Again, the key with this is shooting to go like a 1/4 inch from the edge of your nail, which I totally didn't do there. And that will kind of help you get those edges clean. But don't worry about it if you don't. It's not a big deal. We'll be able to clean them all up at the very end. So now I have finished up my right hand, and I've got a few spots that I'm going to go around with my cuticle stick and just kind of clean up around the edges. But don't worry, we're going to clean up in other ways, so don't stress if it's not perfect. So now this coat I let dry for about 10 minutes, and now we're ready for our top coat. And this one, again, start in the middle, work your way towards the outer edges. And then with this top coat, once I apply it to all my nails, I'm going to let this dry for about 10 minutes. You'll want to check because, of course, different polishes dry differently. There's quick dry, there's, faster drying ones. You can use a drying spray. With this one, though, I think it's about 10 minutes. That's usually just kind of perfect. So once your nails are dry, then it's time for cleaning up those edges. I use these little, I don't even know what they're called. They're toothpicks with a little bit of cotton on the end. So they're not like Q-tips. It's like if Q-tips and a toothpick had a baby, but they are so perfect for cleaning up around the edges because they're small. I've seen some people use paintbrushes. I wouldn't recommend using like a large Q-tip because then you don't want to get the fuzzies on the nail part. But yeah, you can find these on Amazon, and I will post that in the description box on where I get these at because they're perfect for fixing your nails. And once our nails are dry, you can kind of see the edges look so much better now that they're cleaned up. I'm going to grab a cuticle oil and put this around the edges of my nail. This one is a strawberry scented one. It smells so good. I think I got this at Five Below, but I know Walmart also carries it. So that's just going to help your hands keep from getting hangnails around those edges, adding some moisture there, and also getting those little paper cuts you get on the end. I just rub the oil into my hands when I'm finished, but you can also use some lotion to moisturize your hands. And now you are all set and ready to go for the holiday season with your cute little red mani. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next lesson.